Hey everyone, this is Kelly Longtin from Kelly Longtin Law, and today I want to talk to you guys about some productivity tips for the new year as we enter 2021. Now, I know a lot of us have been feeling bogged down with clutter and deadlines and incomplete tasks and the effects of dealing with the COVID pandemic. But as we draw closer to the end of the year, I want you to make it your goal to do a few simple things over the course of a day or two that will result in increased productivity and peace of mind for 2021. The first is to clean up your technology. And just as you regularly clean your home, your technology should be decluttered occasionally to help it and you function more efficiently. It may seem tedious, but you can listen to your favorite tune or watch an old movie while you quickly refresh your technology. If your voice mailbox is full and nearing capacity, it only takes a few seconds to delete those old messages. And when it comes to your email, if that inbox contains more than a few unread messages, skim them, reply when necessary, and delete or archive old messages. If your inbox is frequently inundated like mine is with promotional emails, unsubscribe from them to permanently reduce your clutter. Similarly, if your cell phone is crammed with apps that you never use, remove them so that only the apps that you actually need remain on your phone. You want to clean up your hard drive on your computer and check your computer's storage settings and delete unnecessary files or move old files that you want to an external drive to clean up your computer. And if it's been a while since you updated your Facebook or social media profile, it's a good idea to review your privacy settings, remove access to third-party websites and applications that you do not use, review your friends and followers to make sure that you still want them to see the content that you're sharing, and look at the groups that you've joined to see if there are any that you're no longer interested in, and remove any tags that you do not want to share. And last but not least, physically dust and wipe down your laptop, your mouse, your phone, and other devices with an electronics-friendly spray and wipe. These devices harbor an astounding number of germs, more than your typical toilet, in fact, which can make you sick even if they are cleaned on a regular basis. Let's talk about knocking out your financial to-dos. There's several end-of-the-year financial deadlines, some of which may result in lost opportunities, forfeiture of funds, or even tax penalties if they're left undone. Make sure your hard-earned money is working for you. Let's take a look at your 401k plan to see if you can meet the annual contribution limit if you're not presently on track to do so. And if you are able to contribute more, you can increase your election before the end of the year. In 2020, investors can contribute a maximum of $19,500, and those aged 50 and older can make an additional $6,500 catch-up contribution, lowering their taxable income for the year the contributions are made. While you're at it, review your asset allocations and check to see if your account needs to be rebalanced in any way. Use up the funds in your medical or dependent care flexible spending accounts, the FSAs, to prevent your contributions from being forfeited. These accounts allow you to make pre-tax contributions to pay for certain qualifying medical or child care expenses, but they often must be depleted by December 31st, as rollovers are typically not permitted, although some medical FSAs allow $500 to be rolled over to next year, and others have a grace period option, allowing employees to incur expenses for 2.5 months after the end of the plan year. So for example, until March 15th for a plan ending on December 31st. You want to take the required minimum distribution from your individual retirement account, your 401k, or other retirement saving plans if you're 72 or older. After the passing of the Secure Act, the age at which you need to start taking your RMDs went from 70.5 to 72. If you do not take your RMD by December 31st, the IRS can impose a stiff penalty, and it's 50% of the amount of the distribution that you neglected to take, which could amount to thousands of your hard-earned dollars. You need to wrap up your personal loose ends. Often things we consider urgent take precedence in our schedules. An equally important personal task can be pushed aside. Set aside a few minutes to take care of some of your personal matters before the end of the year comes. According to the Real ID Act passed by Congress in 2005, by October 1st, 2021, all individuals are required to have obtained a Real ID compliant driver's license or ID from their state's driving license agency if they wish to fly on a commercial aircraft or gain access to federal facilities. It is better not to wait until the last minute, as often the DMV will not be able to provide the new card the same day, but will have to mail it to you. If you do not have a Real ID, you'll be out of luck when you try to board that business or personal flight scheduled for October 2nd of 2021. Now call an old friend that you've been meaning to contact. Reconnecting with important people in our lives can be one of the most energizing things we can do for ourselves. And think about meeting your year-end estate planning deadlines. Each year, there's several year-end tasks that will ensure your estate planning goals are accomplished, particularly those providing tax benefits. Under current federal tax law, you can give away $15,000 per person per year without paying any gift tax on that transfer or affecting the unified credit amount. If you would like to make tax-free gifts this year, make sure that you do it before December 31st of 2020 to take advantage of the annual gift tax exclusion. Starting January 1st of 2021, you can make additional tax-free gifts up to the exclusion amount if you choose. And if you've created an irrevocable life insurance trust, an ILIT, you should make a gift to the trust in the amount of the premium due for the insurance policy and plenty of time for the trustee to send out those crummy notices to the trust's beneficiaries, letting them know of their right to withdraw that amount before a specified deadline. Now, at least 30 days notice should be given to the beneficiaries. And you want to make this before paying the premium. Regardless when next year's premium is due, it's a great idea to do this as part of your year-end estate planning tasks. This will ensure that the insurance proceeds will not be included in your estate for tax and probate purposes. Now consider new strategies for your charitable giving before the end of the year. Under the new tax law passed in 2017, the standard deduction was nearly doubled. It is now over $24,000 for married couples filing jointly. And as a result, some have considered making contributions in 1 year that they previously would have made over the course of 2 years to enable them to benefit from itemizing deductions. For example, if a couple has $10,000 in local property taxes and $5,000 in mortgage interest expenses, and they normally would have made a $7,500 annual contribution to their favorite charity, they would not benefit from itemizing their deductions, as the total amount they could deduct is $22,500. If they double their contribution to $15,000 this year, that would bring their itemized deductions to $30,000, which is significantly higher than the standard deduction. Then in 2020, they would not make a charitable contribution and could utilize the standard deduction. Many of your year-end chores are easily accomplished on your own. However, when it comes to your estate plan, an experienced estate planning attorney can ensure that everything is done as the law requires to make sure your estate planning goals are met. Call us today to schedule a meeting so that we can help you complete your year-end estate planning tasks. Thank you for watching today. I'm Kelly Longtin from Kelly Longtin Law.